So this truck was originally a V10 truck, gas. I just converted it over to a 7.3 powerstroke. Basically, I'm just going to go through on what I had to change and what I had to do. So this truck is a early 99, and it did not have any kind of ABS at all on it. So, and it never had a hydro boost. So I'm going to go through that. Basically, I had a donor truck that just was not worth saving at all. It was a repo truck, but I had to rob the ABS because this is a 2-wheel ABS for the front. So even the front axle, I have to buy new wheel hubs that have the ABS wires on them to make that fully work. I took the brake booster out and put a hydro boost on it like originally. I had to pull this whole entire harness, everything all out. Like this is the actual 7.3 harness. Had to pull all this going all the way across here. Had to add that in. Had to add that in. Had to change the canister. Basically, I have to change all that. And then when it goes to the transmission is actually longer, or the engine is just a little bit longer, one of those two, whatever it may be. So it used to be right here. Had to move it back a little bit to make it fit. Other than that, T-case is cracked. I'll deal with that later. The drive shafts are different. It's a heavy duty one. This one was a standard one, apparently. The whole harness that plugs up towards the firewall and that goes all the way back here, that all needs to be replaced with the 7.3 one because it's different. Fuel tank, you can put a 7.3 pickup in it, but I have the whole fuel tank and the pickup in it. So I'm going to drop that, put the 7.3 one in it, run all the fuel lines from the 7.3 on here, put my inline fuel pump back on, and then you go to the dash. So the whole dash had to come out. The reason why is this truck originally was a manual 4x4. The donor truck I had was electronical 4x4, so I wanted to keep that. This comes out, and then we'll put a cap there, and the other donor truck has the same color, so I'll cut a little patch out, put it right there. But yeah, the whole harness and everything had to be gutted from the dash. This is the cab harness. I didn't have to touch this. This is all the same pretty much, even with those connectors way over there. Other than that, you know, change out your ECU, change out your injector controller on the fender. But other than that, oh, and you have to change out your brake pedal. The brake pedals are different between the two. The bolt pattern, yeah, it's tighter right here, closer together here, farther apart here. And the other one, it's actually farther apart on the master cylinder, the brake booster. So I had to change out this whole assembly right here to even make it line up. And then obviously take, you know, your old gas pedal out and you put your 7.3 one in it. That's electronical. And then I even went as far as pulling out the crash controller, and then this is from the 7.3, so everything will match up, so I don't have to worry about that. Other than that, if I had to pay more for the truck to do the swap, I would obviously not have done it. In my eyes, it's really not worth it, because you're going from a V10 to a 7.3, so you're like slightly better, but they still underpower, overrated engines in my opinion. I'd rather have my 06 Flummins than this garbage, but if it's worth more with the 7.3 in it, my God, I'm gonna do it, I guess. But it's definitely a learning curve, and it was fun to do, that's for sure. So every day I pick at it little by little. But if I come across anything else that's kind of weird, I'll be sure to post it.